What's up, everybody? Adventures with Maxwell here, and today, brought to you by special request, I am going to search the pennies from my previous short, which I will post up here somewhere. That I searched at work. I found a little jar. It's an ongoing joke about the union. Uh, these are the pennies from that. So I brought them home, uh, put them on my penny mat, separated them back out again, and we're going to do a variety and an error search on these. So, Dirty Water Coins, this is for you. Okay. So, just for disclosure, I'm not going to go through all the pennies on the mats for all the errors and varieties that they may have as far as the doubling, the double dies and stuff like that. There's too many of them. And for sake of time, I'm going to just hit the ones that are on the mat here. I will touch base um, with some of the ones that are in Variety Vista that would be fun to look out for if you're going that route with Variety Vista. So with that being said, we're going to start with the 60s. I have 3 pennies from the 60s. I have a 61, a 67, and a 68. Now, I don't have any of these on the mat. There's not very many big varieties. I think that are recognized by PCGS. Now, NGC, I know, Annex, they recognize a lot. But like I said, for the sake of time, I just want to focus on what's on the mat and some of the major varieties that you're more likely to run into when you're hunting a roll of pennies or a box of pennies. If you're just doing a penny hunt. I mean, you can sit for hours and look at pennies. They're fun. They're my favorite. But I've been working for about 13 hours, and I wanted to get this video together. So let's just start. I got 3 pennies from the 60s. I don't have any of the years on the thing. I do have some 70s, however. 70S, I don't have any 70s. I do have a couple of 71s here. 71P, you want to look for double die obverse. That's a 70. And that's a 70 Denver. I don't have 71s. I know I just said I did, and I apologize. I'm tired. Bear with me here. 72P has a double die on the obverse. Do I have a 72P? I do not. Let me go through the 70s. Let me see if I have anything that might come close to it. And then I'll be right back. If I find something, I'll be back before then. Okay. Well, I was going through the 70s, and I have a 1970 Denver. And I was looking at design varieties and discovered this one actually. Well, I have no FG. I've looked at it from every angle. It is missing. And floating roof. So this is a pretty good one to find. Let's just see here. 1970 floating roof penny. Let's go to, excuse me. Let's go to eBay. Let's just go to eBay and see. I have gloves on, so I'll just go to eBay. We'll just go to eBay here and we'll see. So this one, now you have to be careful on eBay because sometimes people just sell stuff. But, and I'm sorry for the light, this one's obviously in better condition than mine, but you can see, the floating roof, the no FG. Now they want $300 for this one. It's not great. Well, this one looks like it's actually in a mint holder, like it came with a. It came with a. It's in a mint set. It looks like it's in a mint set. Plastic still, but it just looks pretty. The penny doesn't look very good. It's anyway, mine's not in great shape, and but it's still fine. I'm still gonna flip it up because it is a 1970 Denver floating roof no FG, which is a good one to find. So that's our first find from the 70s, and since I got you here, I'll just quick check out this other 70 I've got. Come on, computer. This other 70. Let's just see. Let's just see. Uh-oh. This has the floating roof and no FG. So I've got two of them. Huh. But this one has a lot more damage on it. I'll do a little bit more research on that 70. On that 70D no FG floating roof. Let me get back to doing it. And just so you know, this is what I'm looking at here. So on Variety Vista, they list all of the design changes. Well, they don't. People have to go through and find them because the mint didn't go through and they didn't keep record of all the design changes that they made throughout the years. They snuck them in there. And so we have to go in there and look for them and find them. And this is the result of people going through and searching pennies for hours and hours and hours and noticing the changes. They have different ones, RDV, 002, 03. And I've seen some of you guys post them, like on a group I'm on in Discord. I've seen some guys post them that they found them. But it's small changes, the design of the letters, the changes in the numbers, small changes. You have to really look for them, and the best ones to find are the ones that are in a year. So you'll have competing designs for a year. So like the first part of a year will be an old design, and then later on in that year they change something, they tweak something, and it changed. So you have two designs in a year. And that's what you want to look for on a lot of these. And I'll explain that as I go. I don't want the video to be too long. So I'm going to keep going through these. And when I find something else, I'll bring it back in. Okay. So, I ran through the 80s and most of the 90s, checking for, key varieties. The key varieties, the major double dial verses. Then I also went through and looked at some of the reverse die varieties for the changes. Didn't see any, nothing obvious. So what I'm going to do is on the 2000s, the big thing to look for on all the 2000s, except for the 2009, is there's some doubling on. I'll just see if I can point it out to you. When you're looking at the memorial building, a lot of them, and they're really hard to see. I mean, if you have you have to have really, really nice examples. What you're looking for is there's going to be doubling along the side here of Lincoln and along this side of Lincoln. And also there'll be doubling on the columns. So where you'll see the normal shadows. Now my camera's freezing up. Great. There'll be an extra on there. And I'll pull let's see if I can pull this up. Oh, is it not? Oh, I gotta go back. I thought I had it pulled up already. DDRs. Is it not gonna do it now? Oh, I know why. Jeez, I gotta go all the way back. Okay, let's go here. DDR, my bad. So we'll go to the 2000s. We'll just go here, and you'll see what they're saying. So there'll be like, I mean, you have to have like really good examples to see, but there'll be like extra die tips, which is a double. It's like an extra leg right there. There's some extra doubling on the pillars, and they have it all pointed out, so you'll see like the normal shadow of the pillar, and then there'll be something extra here. It's little minor stuff. PCGS doesn't recognize it, but I mean, you'll just see little things like this. But you have to have a really good eye, and it has to be a really good. And most of the and you'll find a lot of the nice 2000s in there, but it's small stuff. I mean, mine's not a nice enough. This is the nicest 2000s. Yeah, this is the nicest 2000s out, and they're all gonna be. I don't know. My camera's acting up again. Okay, of course it kicked me out. I gotta start it all over again. Oh, come on. Anyway, it's a. Well, what are you doing, camera? Really? I have technology problems. I'm like anti-technology. Well, I have to have my cord wrapped around there because the plug is loose, and if I move it, it won't stay plugged into the. It's not gonna pull it up anyway. So your 2000s. Oh, there we go. Got it. Mine's not a nice enough example to really be able to see a lot of that extra stuff. It doesn't have it on there anyway. I can kind of tell. And I don't really have any. Maybe one of these. Maybe this 2004 is pretty nice. Let's see. Yeah, and it's not. He doesn't have anything extra. It's all going to be on Lincoln and the two columns beside him. On all of them. I mean, if we go down and we look, there's so many of them. I'm trying to see the. So that was a 2004 Denver that I just had. But the majority, I mean, you'll see some doubling here. And I don't think I had that on mine. On E pluribus unum. I hate having to switch back and forth because my camera keeps acting up. So let's see if we can see the doubling. God, come on, man. No, it's not on there. Oh, man, I'm telling you. I need new stuff. No, there's no doubling on there. There's nothing extra. But you'll see, I mean, the majority of your 2000, your doublings are going to be here. And then they'll throw in some extra stuff sometimes. Like you'll see a little extra step here, a little extra step there, the little minor doubling on the letters. But see, for the most part, it's all on the Lincoln. And then the 2015s, you know about the 2015s, Philadelphia's. It's, if you have one, this is a Denver, but if you have one, it's naked eye visible. You'll be able to see it, no problem. But I didn't find any major varieties except for those 70Ds. I'm gonna look a little bit more. And if I do find something else, I'm going to end the video. But if I find something else, I'll make a short on it. I'm going to finish out the 2000s and the 2010s. See if I maybe have something. I don't think I do, but we'll see. You never know. Anyway, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Let me know if you search Variety Vista a lot, or if you just rely on the major doubles. Anyway, it's a long video. Till then, keep living, keep loving, keep dreaming. I'll see you in the next one.